Okay, Shalom, Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, Koholoyimla, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well, that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to state the water to all the H.I.M and Akwaf that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai to the best of their ability. Shachanan the Waf just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And I wanted to touch on this movie right here. It's called Rumors of Wars, which of course, that's one of the things that Yahweh Shai spoke of, that will be happening in the end days. But the main thing that I wanted to touch on in this particular movie, and this movie was, it's been some years, this 8 years ago, but I watched it the other night, kind of half and half, kind of like a little nice B movie. I ain't gonna say, it's nothing to go to the theaters about, but it's somewhat of a, seems to be somewhat of a Christian movie, because they was bringing out scriptures and all this other stuff. But one of the main things is this young lady right here, and this is for educational purposes only, copyright notification. This is not getting any monetary value out of this, and not gaining anything out of it except for it's an educational video and educational purposes only. But in this movie, what kind of caught me, I was, it was kind of just flowing. You know how you kind of, be watching, if you have your TV or whatever, Roku or whatever, how the trailers will just pop up and just show on their own. So, I seen it and I'm like, oh shit, they chipping. You know what I'm saying? So that MOTB, that Market of Beauty and the Beast, they're doing this in this movie. So when I seen that, I'm like, all right, well, bet, I'm gonna check it out. So, this particular lady that you see right here. Matter of fact, let's play this real quick. They may show that part in this little trailer here, and we'll just get down after that. Let's see how it rolls. I just want to just play it from here because anyway, here we go.
An explosion went off just moments ago at a military base outside of Chicago.
These horrible attacks will only drive Zern Global on to ensure two things worldwide: peace and security.
Professor, it says here that the chip could trace the purchase.
There you go. See there? Right there, they chipping. That's what caught me right off the jump. So this particular scene right here, this is at a college. I forgot which college it was, but it's at a college. And the guy comes in and he basically, the professor, he has to stop his lecture to let this guy speak real quick. And so he's speaking to the students and he's talking about, this, the chip and how they had to, basically come and get chipped. And it's crazy because he was basically like, you're going to get half off on your lunches. You're going to get, some money off on your tuition. Something he was saying, but there was some incentives involved. And so I watched GMS Mississippi, the brothers down in Mississippi. And he was going off he done a lesson today called incentives, something to that extent, because that's what Esau Edom is going to be doing when they try and roll this thing out. They're going to be trying to offer you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, shit like how they was offering when COV was out, 1-9, when they was trying to get everybody to roll their sleeve up. Remember, they was offering free concert tickets, free marijuana. I know here they was offering free donuts, free some of everything. You take you roll your sleeve up, you can, get this off your whatever. So, and this is what this guy was explaining in there. So this is a scene right here where she's walking to basically be one of the main characters in the movie. She's walking to be chipped behind this nurse. And so the nurse is getting ready to hit her in the hand with it, and she takes off running. So they end up, you know what I'm saying? You got the guys in the black suits, looking like some Matrix shit, basically running her down. They're searching for her because her professor ran the guy off in the classroom, that was trying to get them to come and get chipped. He was like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? He was telling all of them, don't take that, And so, you get off into the movie. But the thing of it is she ran off, but they ended up running her down. And later on, she ends up, they basically grasp her up and they forcefully takes her. So that was one thing that I saw in the movie that I know that's not scriptural. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna forcibly come in and take you. Now they was gunning people down. They was, firing squatting on people. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't getting down. If they found you with a Bible, if they found you with a cross, around your neck, or just any kind of paraphernalia that had anything to do with anything religious, they was pretty much, gunning you down. Or, they was trying to convert you. So if they couldn't convert you, you was most definitely getting gunned down. They was pretty much lining people up on some firing squad type of hookup. And so ended up, but basically they didn't show her actually getting CHIP, but she did have it. And when they showed her on the next scene, she was like, they caught me, they snatched me up, they forcibly took me to this place, and I had to take, and they forced me to get it. But see, that's not scriptural, because this thing, when it all goes down, it's gonna be a temptation, it's gonna be a test, so to speak. It's gonna be, you're gonna make that choice. They're not going to even want to force you to do it. They're going to want you to make the choice, because once they know that you've made the choice, it's like you're choosing them to be their God. They don't want to force you into, this is not like the old school Christianity, you know what I'm saying, where the so-called white man came through and you get down and you lay down. You're going to believe in white Jesus, so we sworn you. We're going to hit your ass and take off your hand or take off your head, or, torture some people in front of you and make you, decide that way. It's basically going to be, they're going to throw it out there where, hey, you're going to either want to eat and drink, and we have the supplies for you to eat and drink. You're going to either come and get it from us, but that's going to be a choice still. You're going to believe on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, or you're going to be believing in the so-called white man to take care of you. And that's going to be the split right there. So when I seen that part in the movie, I'm like, nah. You know what I'm saying? They, the way that, they played the movie as if she was forced to take it. They held her down, basically. That's not the way that it's going to be when this thing comes around. They're going to actually pretty much, starve people and basically, they're going to come at you as if, we have what you need. Come to us and get it. But what you're going to have to do to get it is basically you're selling yourself, so to speak. So another thing that was in there. Matter of fact, we can just let's play the rest of it, and I'll go off into the next point, and we'll grab the scriptures.
Of excessive weaponry and stopping terrorist attacks before they start.
Do not get that chip.
He said I shouldn't get the chip. What do you think that means?
I don't know the truth. If you were watching this, you should know that you are being tracked.
I think I'm being followed.
By who?
Zone Global.
Certain Global. The chip guy?
Yeah, I didn't get mine today.
Roxy, you have to get the chip.
They'll do whatever it takes to put fear in the hearts and minds of the people.
Was this an accident?
Absolutely not.
We have breaking news of a bombing on American soil.
And no matter how deep you dig, you're never gonna get to the source. You're looking for answers. I'm sorry.
I'm just looking for the truth.
And I do want to say too, you see the so-called the so-called black guy right there. They had him as the head guy that was in control, or the head killer, so to speak. He had the soldiers out there, and he was going hard too. He was going hard, talking about, you know what I'm saying, denouncing God. We're our own gods, and whatever they was saying, you know what I'm saying. But as you can see, the young lady, she ended up running off, but still, eventually they did catch up to her. And she got the, chip in her, along with that other guy that, that was sitting there with her at one point in the trailer. But when you seen that car hit that guy, that's when they got away. But they already had the chip, and that was the thing. They went to like this graveyard or whatever, you know what I'm saying, not too far away. And there was a picture of a soldier or whatever on a grave that the young lady knew. and she, broke the picture frame, and she took the glass and she handed it to the other so-called white guy, and told him to prick the chip out of her. But and that was another thing that went through my mind on the spirit by the spirit, was that no, once you take that shit, it's a wrap. It's over with. See, they was in the movie. A few people done it. They was in the movie, you know what I'm saying? Kind of, stabbing off into themselves and plucking the chip out. But they had already decided to just, well, like I said, the woman, she was so-called forcefully made to do it, which is not scriptural. But the other guy, you know what I'm saying? The other one, because one of those military guys, he went rogue on him. He ended up, helping him out. He cut his chip out, but he took his voluntarily along with the other guy. But anyway, let's just get the scriptures, though. Let's just go into the scriptures on it. Because they're not going to come and forcibly make you take nothing like that. They're going to want you. They're going to starve you. They're going to make you. You're going to have to walk up yourself. You're going to have to come to wherever they're doing that shit at and say, hey, I'm ready. They're not going to come through. Now afterwards, I'm sure they, you know what I'm saying, they could get down on you, you know what I'm saying, if you refuse after a certain point. But it's still going to be a scare tactic, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, to make you have fear enough to get it. Mainly it's going to be food and water. Food and drink, because a lot of people going to see their children. A lot of people going to be like, well, what's so wrong with it? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just going to blindly walk into it. But there's a lot of people out here that know about these particular scriptures, even so-called white people. And once I was looking at the movie too, it was mainly so-called white people that was in this movie. I'm like, shit, y'all Edomites going directly into slavery. You might as well take it anyway, because this truth, these scriptures don't have anything to do with them. But anyway, let's go off into the scriptures real quick. I've been kind of talking for a sec here, but I wanted to line everything up. This is on Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So this is how they're going to get down. They're going to use the food and water resources, man, because they have control of it. And that's the reason why, if you notice, because let's get this real quick. Because we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. He's going to use those things. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And part of those devices is we know that he's in control of the food. He's in control of the water. He's in control of the trucking that brings the food. He's in control of the farms. He's in control of the transporting of it. He's in control of, how much of it can go a certain way. They can easily say, hey, well, this has, this particular type of disease in it, and we got to, kill off a certain amount of cows and kill off a certain amount of chickens. The milk is not good. We have to recall it. That's why you see a lot of these recalls these days. They're in control of what can be recalled. Now, we have absolutely no control over even knowing if what they're saying is even true. But we do know that they're in control of the agriculture. They're in control of the water infiltration systems. They're in control of, just the whole thing, because the Job 9 and 24 says the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof, if not wearing, who is he? So he's in control of everything that's around us, even us traveling. Because the scriptures talks about a man might desire to go into a city and cannot, roughly paraphrasing it. So they can come and block off your neighborhood and give you a zone section number or some shit like that, and tell you can't go no further than here, and we're gonna ration you your food. There's no more Walmart. You know what I'm saying? There's no more Targets or no more supermarkets. We have the food. You're coming up and you see the military there, and the military is gonna give you your box of food, your drink. He's gonna ration it out, so to speak. And when people get hungry and there's nothing else to survive off of, then hey, that could work. Because people gonna, when that hunger kick in, see, you don't know what you might do. That's why we pray to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai for mercy and for his grace and endurance in those hard times, because that's gonna be a real hard time. That's gonna be, like Jacob's trouble, man. You see, it's gonna be a real hard time. Matter of fact, let me what is that? And we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. We know this. This is how this man is gonna get down. Lucky. I'm trying to see. Going to the blue letter. Yeah, but it's gonna get pretty serious out here, man. I'm still not seeing it. Oh yeah, I was in the wrong hookup. It's Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So and that goes off into Isaiah 33:6 as well. Matter of fact, let me just get that too, because the Lord is gonna take care of us, man. The Lord is gonna take care of us, and that's what you should be having on your mind. You know what I'm saying? That the Lord is going to take care. You can't blank out. You can't get all worried and go into a damn anxiety attack, man, when all this stuff goes down, because we're going to have to totally depend upon Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is Isaiah 33:6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure." So this wisdom, this knowledge is going to be the stability of our times. Because we know, because we're going to be able to think back. Let me see. We're going to be able to think back as to what Yahweh said. The Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying, basically, is going to bring these things to our remembrance. You see what I'm saying? And these things are going to pop up. We're praying. That's the reason why it's so important to study. It says, study and show thyself approved. Blessed is the man that read, because if you're reading and these scriptures are embedded within you, so you're gonna have a clear mind, and you're gonna know, okay, I know where I'm gonna get my supplies from. I know who's gonna take care of me, and it's Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right? This is Isaiah 65:13. "Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, Behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed." And it goes on as well. Let me get the rest of that. It says, "Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit." Because Jake gonna be through. They're going to be through if they take that shit, man. And that's what the professor was saying in that movie. He was adamant about it. Like, don't take that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and this is what it's all leading up to, man. But let's go back to Revelation 13. And they was mentioning that in the movie. It didn't come to that point. I guess they kind of, they was just kind of touching on, I guess, little major parts. They didn't go all off into people was out there hungry as hell and hunting and looking for food to eat. They didn't go all off into that part. But the guy did mention that, they're going to be able to track you. They're going to be able to, they mentioned that you're not going to be able to buy or sell or eat, so to speak. But they didn't show like a drastic part of it where people were starving and, because, hey, it's coming to a point where, hey, cannibalism coming back in style, baby. Real. Revelation 13:16. And it don't even make no difference if you get it. If you get it, you through. You through. Because they going to tell you, all right, you're going to be able to eat or drink. But shit, this line fucker, hell, he might not even feed you after you take it. Like, nothing. You don't get nothing. But your ass is through. You done made your choice. Revelation 13:16 again. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads." And we've been seeing all kinds of stories on this, man. It's all kinds of TikToks out here. all kinds of stories of people walking into these stores and shit. And then you already know Whole Foods, they have already set the stage for you to, palm read, basically. They've already set the stage for it. People are already, and then they got all these self-checkout counters and shit. They matter of fact, it's places where you can't even get into the store unless you download their scan their barcode or do certain things. You can't even get into the store. So they putting this stuff in place, and it's just like that, man. They could easily say, well, hey, this is how. I mean, and matter of fact, the one video I seen, the guy, he was like, can you believe this? I can't even get into the store. And really you're not going to be able to enter. And if you do, you're going to have some cops coming through, billy clubbing your ass over the head, and you get out of hand, they're going to, pull that thing out on you, man. Okay, but it says, and no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. See, nobody is going to be able to buy or sell when this shit goes down. And this shit is already popping, man. You one step away. You one COV shot away from that, man. Because they about to get back down on that again. You just wait until this weather really kick in. See, the kids where I'm at, they just started school today. I think some of them start tomorrow. It's a little different in some areas, but it just started today. So you already know they're going to get down in a minute. Like, oh, yeah, we have to shut the schools down. These parents going to be pissed the fuck off because now they got to miss days off from work. Somebody got to be at home with the kids. You see what I'm saying? That's what happened the last time. All these single women was aggravated as hell because they couldn't get to work. And things going to hit a lot of women real, real hard, man. That's why it's so important to find you a man of the Lord, man. It's preferably of GMS. Find you a man of the Lord and come under his covering, because we're under the covering of Yahweh. And Yahweh is under the covering of the Father Yahweh. There's that order. Yahweh, the men, then the women, then the children. All that. And I know, man, it's nothing but women online right now complaining. TikTok damn videos and YouTube and whatever else, complaining about how shit just too goddamn expensive. They can't afford this. The gas is guzzling up most of their damn check. The groceries is guzzling up the rest of the check. They're short on the rent. So things are going to get crazy. And that's when they're going to start to, offer those incentives. Like they're creating the problem of you going through what you're going through. And then they're going to come with the solution. Like, okay, well, we can do something about that. If you just come and, take that thing in you. They want to put this goddamn implant in you, man. But let's get matter of fact, let me go back. Let's go to chapter 12 real quick. Revelation 12:12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. So, see, Esau, the devil, the physical counterpart of Satan, which is Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, they know that their kingdom is falling. So now they're starting to implement a lot of this shit a lot more quicker. They're moving real fast. So you can expect anything, man, within these next coming months, man. For real. But let's go back to chapter 14. Because, like I said, when I seen in the movie that, they was removing the chip as if that, was going to do something. That's not scriptural, man. You get that goddamn chip, your ass through. You might as well keep it. You might as well go in and get your little food or whatever it is that you need to get until, them damn boils start coming up on your ass. And we going to get that too. Revelations 14. And let's start at verse 9. It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, see, that if you've already received it, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. It's not saying nowhere in the scriptures where, okay, if you take it, you can have it for a little while. Just take it out before the Lord comes. No. You've made your choice once you get that shit. It's a wrap. It is over with. Matter of fact, let's get chapter 16 and verse 2. It says, and the first went and poured out the vial upon the earth, and there fell a noisome and grievous sore upon the men which had the mark of the beast, and upon them that worship the image. So, man, you don't even know what kind of. Let's get it in the NLT over here. The New Living Translation, it says, so the first angel left the temple and poured out of his bowl on the earth, and horrible malignant sores broke out on everyone who had the mark of the beast and who worshipped his statue. And you're going to be able to pretty much tell who the fuck done took it, because they ass is going to be out here, looking like when them big ass boils and big ass sores and blisters get to popping on their ass. For real, man. Y'all better. You see what happened with this man when people went out here and rolled their sleeves up these past couple of years. When you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people not here no more. A lot of people not here with us no more. So y'all better pay attention and get a grip, man. And this is for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, because you are the true Hebrew Israelites. See, he wants to perpetually enslave Yahweh's people, the Most High's people, which are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You are the true Hebrew Israelites, and they know that. Why you think they try to give you the jump shot first? And all of a sudden, they done enslaved you for hundreds of years, and all of a sudden, they love you so much that they're going to help you live first. The hell out of here. No, they was trying to give it to you because they knew what they was doing. I ain't going to go too far into it. So keep your head on a swivel out here, man. This is Romans 13 and 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Which means that, hey, you have to repent, because we're right at the end of this thing. We're right at the end of this thing, man. It's a step away. Anything can happen just real quick. Because Joe Biden, just yesterday, he said straight up, hey, he's already, they're getting the new jump shots that work. And he's talking about mandating that shit. He tried it last time, but I guess the federal, I guess the judges shutting down and shit, saying it was unconstitutional. But this time, it's nothing for them to be like up, because you never know how grievous this one gonna be. That was the last one was the tester. This one right here, you might actually see motherfuckers slumped over at the light. You know what I'm saying? With with the damn horn blaring. He didn't, hit the damn gas, then cause an accident. You know what I'm saying? And people just falling over in front of you in damn Walmart and wherever the hell you at. You never know what this man is about to get down like, man, because like I said again, he know that he had but a short time. And he's moving pretty damn quick. And he's getting sloppy. But he's pretty much just letting you know, hey, look, I'm the devil. I'm here to work out now. You know what I'm saying? Fuck y'all knowing. Because they used to be pretty slippery with it. Not no more though. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on that. And if you wanted to check out this movie again, it is called Rumors of Wars. Rumors of Wars. I'm not sure what year that came out, but this was, whoever put this up was 8 years ago, and it's about that old. But it's a pretty decent watch. Like I said again, it's kind of like a B movie. I ain't gonna call it no. Of course, it didn't hit the super duper theaters like that, of course, but it's a good watch, you know what I'm saying, as far as like from a biblical standpoint, as far as like, you know what I'm saying, what what we were into. Because let me see though, because they kept bringing out First Thessalonians, because this chick, she had a journal. Oh yeah, they kept bringing out First Thessalonians 5:3 in there. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And what was another one? It was only 3 scriptures really that they was that they kind of pulled out, because the girl, she was keeping a diary or a journal or something like that. But they had also Isaiah, I think it was 9 and 6. Yup, they kept bringing out Isaiah 9 and 6. For unto us a child is born. Unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful, Counselor, the mighty God, the everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. And see, like I said, these are so-called white people in this movie. They was Edomites. They have no idea that this has nothing to do with them. Salvation is not for them. See, this is their kingdom. It's their people actually that's bringing all this bullshit to, to the forefront, where the Lord is using them to do it. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand it, Esau and Jacob and the fight between the two families, and that it's all coming to a head, and that Esau is going into slavery in the kingdom and Jacob is going to rule over them. They don't get that. So when I seen the movie, like I said, you in this truth, you'll peep. You can easily filter through it and see what's popping, because like I said again, they're not gonna, in that movie, the lady was forced to get it, which that's not gonna happen. They're gonna really want you to walk up and voluntarily get it. That's, because that's gonna be the part of the temptation. Like, are you gonna be tempted enough to do it? They're not gonna hold you down. That don't make no sense. And then secondarily, like I said, they was cutting the damn chips out once they got them, and that's not scriptural. We just read what's gonna happen to you if you take this shit. So again, you can watch the movie. I think it was a little over an hour. It was pretty decent though. I watched it kind of like in 2 nights. I kind of, came out of it about halfway, and then I watched the rest of it last night. So it was pretty decent. But anyway, I wouldn't say I advise you to watch it, but it's a good watch though. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see somewhat it's got some little truth in it, but you got to filter Esau shit. So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Shalom.